The season has been a memorable one, but it will come to an end for one of these teams today. Both looking to become bowl eligible by securing their 6th victory. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa's offense will have the football first. To the ground with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a...
Turning it on! The 20! He's at... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man all by himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense working from the pistol. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about.
He is stopped short of the 25 and the 23, and to make matters worse, there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Rides the back on the option to give. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their... There he goes! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run play action. And that one's incomplete. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. To give on the option. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Holds it in on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 13 over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Pena. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quick handoff. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Finds a man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Going to swing it on second down. He's got him. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Back to pass on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The lone back's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
Man, I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it!
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. On the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle from the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Snagged out of the air. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll give it to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
He's got his man. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Power football with the run. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field.
Hits the afterburners. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Irish! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finds a little space. Here come the Irish back on offense. And how about the day this freshman quarterback has had running the offense? And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fair. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They want to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It's now second down after the short completion. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Second down coming up. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Rams in with the stiff arm. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
43, Iowa, 6.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.